Hello students, now let us see the half-life period for first order reaction student. So how can you calculate half-life period for first order reaction? And the one question also asked that is half-life period of first order reaction do not depend on initial concentration. That also we have to answer here students. So what is half-life period student? When student, what is the half-life period? When initial concentration initial concentration becomes when initial concentration becomes what student becomes half is known as what student is known as half life period. The time at which here you can define here the time at which you can define the time at which initial concentration the time at which initial concentration become half. Okay student, the time at which initial concentration becomes half is known as half life period okay, half life period, right student? So student, that is what they are saying, T is equal to, if you are talking about T half, so this value is known as student half life. Okay, half life period, right student? Another things are there student, what A concentration or reactant concentration R for reactant is becoming, that is half of initial concentration. So that is also, this is implied, that is no half life concentration. This is what student, half life concentration. Half life concentration means at T half this concentration R become R naught by 2, right student? Put the value of student, put this value, put the value of what, put the value of student, put the value of R and T, put the value of R and T in integrated, integrated, where you will have to put student integrated, put the value of R and T in integrated first order reaction, integrated first order reaction, integrated first order reaction. So what will be there student, if you are putting the value in first order, put the value of R and T in integrated first order reaction. So what will be the answer student, what will be the answer? So here student, that is T half is equal to what is if you are putting the value in the equation, not in the T half, that firstly you write down the equation. So what is the equation is equal to student, T is equal to 2.303 upon K log, what is there student, A naught by A, that is initial concentration A naught and final concentration A. So student, at the half interval, so it will be, that is T1 by 2 is equal to 2.303 upon K and log, that is A naught is as it is student, and at the place of A, actually we have to write that is R student, not the A, because we have selected, that is what we have selected, A we have selected, right? So what will be there student, here is the R, right student? So R naught upon R, right? And here is log R naught, here is the R naught upon, what would be there student, R, yeah, at the place of R we are going to put R naught by 2. So what will be there student, here is the R naught by 2, R naught by 2. Dear students, what you will be able to do, you simplify it out simply. So T1 by 2 is equal to 2.303 by K, log, this will be go in numerator student, so 2 R naught upon what student, that is R naught. So this R naught cancel out student. So T 1 by 2 is equal to 2.303 upon K log 2. Okay student, so T 1 by 2 equal to 2.303 upon K, and log 2 value, what student, log 2 value into 0.30 0.3010, right student? So you multiply, students. So t half is equal to, if you multiply this, student, it is coming 0.693 upon k, right, student? So that is what the question they ask, student. On the basis of this question is, that is half life period. Okay, half life, you know, half life period, student. Half life period do not depend, half life period do not depends on what? Initial concentration. Do not depends on initial concentration. Initial concentration. Half life period do not depends on initial concentration. How? So dear student, if you see, that is what is there in the equation, what we got, student, t half is equal to, we got 0.693 upon k. So dear student, that is in this equation, there is no initial concentration in this equation. The in half life period, 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 there is, in half life period, there is no initial concentration term. There is no initial concentration term. Initial concentration terms. So there is no initial concentration terms. Therefore, you know, therefore, okay, therefore half life period, therefore half life period for, first order reaction, half life period for first order reaction do not depends on, do not depends on initial concentration, do not depends on initial concentration, right, student? Thank you so much for watching, friends.